At that point in my life, my dad, who I loved more than anyone in the world, we were so close. I lived with him when I was 11 years old, moved in with him when I was 11. So it was just me and him throughout. My mum was there and she was loving, and my sister was there. But yeah, I was with my dad and we were like really close. He was then diagnosed with, I think in America, you call it ALS.
Yeah.
In the UK, we called it motor neurone disease, MND. And it's a muscle deterioration, and he got given 2 years to live. Just 2 months prior to that, he actually got diagnosed with dementia. He was told he had 8 years to live. So just 2 months later, from realizing my dad was going to, mentally decline, I was now told instead of him having 8 years to live, he was now going to have 2 years to live with this motor neuron disease. And he did die 2 years to the date of his diagnosis. So when that happened, it really did trigger me to think. I mean, initially, to be honest, I started drinking more. Didn't know how to handle it. I was in fear of the future, in fear of losing my dad and what he'd have to go through. I had a massive breakdown in the bath one day when I was YouTubing a video of how my dad was going to die. And when I saw this video of a man who was currently at the end stages of ALS, I was just like, I didn't even know what ALS was before my dad was diagnosed. So I saw this for the first time, and I literally like cried out as if I'd just broken my leg. Like that was my sort of yell in crying. I climbed out the bath and just fell onto the floor. I couldn't believe that my dad, such a lovely guy, was going to have to go through this horrible death. So to start off with, I started drinking. I was then abusive to my step family, causing all sorts of problems.